Hey, lovies. I know that was like a kind of somewhat prolonged intro, but yeah, was just trying to pin the comment with the payment options. But anyway, for those of you who are checking in, welcome to the channel. Hope that you guys are all doing well on this lovely Wednesday evening, or whenever you tap in. But for the live is a Wednesday evening right now. Yes, I'm doing live free readings and paid readings. And yeah, so I hope people tap in and yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Um, if you're new, welcome and definitely hit that subscribe button. I think that you'll like what you see here. It's a little bit of everything, messages about healing and love and all kinds of stuff. Self love, self care. A little bit of everything on here. A little bit of humor. Literally get like a nice little mixed bag. For those of you who are already rocking with your girl and have been here for a minute, welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. Um, I did go live right before this, and that was a pretty cool reading. Messages from the higher self. If you want to check that out, it was pretty in depth and very 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 cool. Um, to see the energy that was going on with the collective at the time. So yeah, this is more personalized, obviously, and doing free yes and no's as well as free paid or not free, not free paid readings. That literally is an oxymoron. But yeah, I'm doing paid readings as well. The payment options are pinned. If you're looking for a 3-card spread, it is $5. 5-card spread, $10, and mini readings are $15. So I mean, literally, you can't beat those prices. Like with the information that you will get from the reading, you can't beat that. So I would strongly suggest taking advantage of that. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if people pop in. If not, it's fine because I'm actually like again tired, like I was last night when I was thinking about doing a second reading. I didn't even make it out of the first one without saying how tired I was. So and now I'm sick. So like, for those of you who have already been here, you guys know what my voice usually sounds like. My voice doesn't usually sound like this, and I'm very nasally. And I had like a whole sneeze attack right before I started this reading. Like I was about to hit the button to start going live, and all of a sudden, like I just couldn't. Like I was just like it was like an allergic reaction of some sort. So I don't know. Some of you might have really bad allergies or something, or you're releasing something. I don't know. But that was weird. But yeah, it came out of nowhere. So yeah. Um, Send your questions. Let me know if you made a payment, so on and so forth. So that way, if you pay for a reading, you're gonna be at the top of the list. But if you just do your free questions, yes or no questions, then yeah, we'll go from there. Um, so we have some here or some something along those lines. I'm not doing. Okay, I'm doing free yes or no's. I'm not doing like because that would be more of an in-depth answer because I would have to like pull from a whole different deck than what I already have over here. Um, if you want me to tell you will they come back, I can do that. But I'm not going any deeper than that. If you wanted to like have a oh, you're from India? Oh, welcome, welcome. Here from Connecticut. Here from Connecticut in the United States. So welcome, welcome. But yeah, I can definitely look into like will they come back, but otherwise it would be like donation based, basically paid reading type of thing. To look deeper into it. So if you would like me to like let you know will they come back, I can look into that for you. Like I said, free yes and no's with a little bit of insight, of course, because I know if you're just give a straight up yes or no, it's always a little bit more to it than that. And then paid readings as well. So just let me know if you want me to look into that for you, or if you want something more insightful. It's up to you. But I could definitely give you a yes or no at least. Um, for some or some, you didn't respond when I asked, like, do you want, like, just a yes or no? Because, like I said, it's, what you're asking is, like, for a time frame, and I'm not doing that for free right now. So, I'll just give you a yes or no. So that's the person's name, but I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that. Will their girlfriend come back to them? For Some or Some, I'm getting that they will come back. I don't have a time frame. I'm not gonna give a time frame, but they will come back. They are watching. I think they're also kind of waiting for the right opportunity to come towards you. They're strategizing. They might have air in their chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Um, they're watching a lot so that they can figure out how to come towards you with some type of offer. The offer might be very small. It might be like them just saying, "Hey, let's like meet up for drinks or something." Like it might be something really small like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't have a time frame per se, but I do see that there might be some type of interaction that might happen where it might be something very small, like going out for drinks or dinner or something like that, and then kind of going from there and seeing how things go. But I do feel like there's like this energy of them like looking for you in a way, like they're hoping that you come back to them, and if you don't, like they might try to figure out how to slay, like in a very sly way, come back towards you. I'm getting something like that. Yeah, Sammy is asking, share your best life advice. You're very, very welcome. First, just okay, this I'll make this very general. Do not ever compromise your integrity or your values for another person or other situations. That's my best life advice. Make sure that whatever people and situations are surrounding you are always in alignment with what it is that is in alignment with you and what you need slash want. Um, yeah. And that's for everybody. Like that's across the board. Okay. Um, a lot of us tend to put other people before ourselves and things like that, and then we end up getting the shitty end of the stick. So keep that, you know, keep that in mind for yourself, right? You're very welcome, son. I hope that helps Sammy. Um, oh, hi, my soully. Um, everything okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down, Allie. Um, hey Jacob, I have something for you. So there's that. Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was about to, like, do I have to like click off here and make sure my girl was good? Because if I have to, I will. Okay. So you're good. That's good. Well, welcome back, my soul. Love you. Miss you. Anybody else with any questions or anything like that? If you make a payment, like I said, $5 for $5 for 3 cards and $10 for 5. and $15 for mini readings. So, and the thing with me is, if you guys haven't noticed already, even my yes or no's are always more than just yes or no. Like, it's never that simple. Like, I always go a little more in depth. So I'm just saying it's worth it. If you're worried about, wasting money or something, most people have come to me, almost, I would say 99% of people who come to me for readings, whether it's on here or privately, have always had something positive to say. So I'm just saying, it's up to you. um, Sammy, I kind of like that question. You're picking my brain, which I think is cool. A little bit different. It keeps the momentum going too, because I'm just kind of waiting for people to ask questions. So I kind of like that. It helps, like, keep things moving along. So life goals rather. I would say my life goal right now is just to focus on my overall well-being and spiritual health, mental health, physical health, so that I can be the best version of myself, not just for my family, grandkids, all that stuff when they happen to come around, but for myself too. And to show up the same way that other people show up for me, and vice versa. That's what I'm hoping to have. And make sure that my decisions, especially in terms of career, align with where I am right now spiritually. So right now, spiritually, I feel like I'm meant to help people, and I want to continue to do that in whatever way, shape, and form that means in those given times. I work at a school. I work with kids with special needs. That has been something I've been doing for a while now, and I want to continue to do that. I also am a life coach. I'm also obviously a tarot reader, right? I have my own side business and things like that. So, I want to make sure that these things are in alignment with, where I'm going. So I like that you asked a question that actually, is kind of meaningful, right? I hope that makes sense. You can share what your life goals are too. That would be pretty cool. Um, yeah. So I just saw that one of my peoples just sent a donation for a reading. Um, how to manage your brain and your heart. Let me get back to that question, because all right. So okay, I got. Oh, you see a lot of 1111. Oh, you got, and there's 11 people in here right now as you said that. All right. So let me do this, because I see there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I just want to make sure I answer everybody. And hi, Kevin. How are you? So Aya, are you here? There she goes. I'm like, okay, I saw she donated, but I just want to make sure. Okay, so Aya wants, excuse me, a 3-card spread. Anything in particular that you want me to look into? It was me. You're funny. I don't know why. I just thought about Liar Liar Jim Carrey in the elevator scene when he farts and all the people are in the elevator like, what the fuck is that smell? And then it was me. And that might be why you said it like that, like the joke of it. But hilarious. I love me some Jim Carrey. And Liar Liar is actually one of my favorite movies. So I'm gonna answer for Aya first. Okay. I got you. Gonna check in on the Aries for shits and giggles. Okay. Watching. Like a motherfucker. Alright, so let's look into that Aries for Aya. So I feel like this Aries, like, got the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like they were focused on work a lot. Like, I feel like love and stuff like that, not even a thing. That, or they feel like you're hardworking. Sorry guys, I am under the weather. I apologize. But yeah, they might also look at you as like super hardworking, and they're like, I have no like chance of like getting in good with them. Like they're showing up as possibly an emperor. Like even though they're, oh wait, I'm saying they're showing up as possibly as an emperor, but look, that is the Aries. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Yes, so that's what's going on, right? So they see you as somebody who's hardworking, but also a hard ass. I think that's what they're seeing when they think of you. Somebody who's kind of in their own zone, and they're like, do I really want to go in like interrupting their peace? And possibly vice versa, right? Might be both. All right. So what's going on currently? Somebody's holding back currently. Might be both of y'all. Y'all both might be holding back in some kind of way. Like, yeah. And you've known this, but I think you told me this, like you've known him for a while. Like this isn't like necessarily new. Like the connection in and of itself is kind of new, but like you guys have known each other for a long time. It's just like I think there's like new stuff being stirred up. Yeah, so just kind of trying to, find that sense of inner strength and maybe confidence of how to kind of go forward. Like, okay, should I not? Kind of teeter-tottering back and forth, what to do, because you're in your heads. I think this is both of you guys, to be completely honest with you. I think both of you guys have been stuck in this mindset of like, I don't know, should I not? And it's like, take the risk, right? Go for it. Okay, so I'm getting that. All right, this is how I'm interpreting this. So let me explain. You have the Death card. However, like usually people are like, oh, the Death card is like, absolute no. I'm not picking up on that. What I'm getting is things can happen, but you have to allow it, right? Wheel of Fortune is here. Seven of Cups is in the middle of the deck. Top of the deck is Nine of Swords. Get out of your heads, because if you keep on letting yourself seem in your head about this energy, then things will not be able to shape into anything, and it's going to just keep you stuck. So clarify the deck just for shits and giggles, right? Things can happen if you both learn how to let go of stuff from the past and kind of release that old stuff that has been holding you back. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Take your time. There's no rush. Let things just happen naturally, right? Yeah. And allow yourself to, when the time is right, pour into each other and yourselves. Yeah, you've both been manifesting this, so there is something here, but get out of your heads. All right, so that's what I got for you, Aya. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You are amazing. I would strongly suggest you guys reach out to her, because she is really, really, really good. So let's see. Let me scroll up. Make sure I get everybody covered, right? Sorry. So I did see that Psalm had asked about how to manage the brain and the heart. That's a very loaded question, because those are two very different energies. Very, very, very different, in fact. So I'm just going to put this little tidbit out there and I'm going to move on. But I would say that when it comes to balancing the heart, it's about being able to be open to the sense of receptivity, right? Equal give and take within connections. Being in a flow light state. But also understanding the importance of knowing how to extend yourself. If you overextend, that is going to cause you to feel depleted, right? In your connections. But when you find relationships within your life that are balanced, then that's going to allow for you to have balanced relationships. Hope that makes sense. And in terms of the brain, aka the mind, right? in that regard, you have to have a sense of feeling secure, because it goes down to the root chakra to me. Um, you have to be able to feel secure in your intuition and being able to listen to your inner thoughts, the positive ones, that is, and knowing not to let your emotions, for instance, to get the best of you in those ways, because it could distort your perception of things and how things are happening around you. If you're too connected to something that's not in alignment with you, then you're going to start feeling kind of wishy-washy and off. Your intuition will be off. You're going to start having negative, thoughts about yourself, things like that. That even goes down to, like, your solar plexus. So, like, basically, since they're so far away from each other, but they have to be in alignment with each other to properly function, you have to make sure that the other chakras are also balanced. So that's a quick little tidbit about that. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I do happen to do chakra readings if you're interested in one, because yeah, this is, I just felt like putting that out there because I feel like that could benefit everybody. So yeah, now we're going to go to my girly. Please tell me what sign I should look for. What is my angel saying to me? Alright, so for my girl Allie, what size should she look for? And I love your girl too, girly. You inspired me. Like, I keep telling y'all, like, right now she's under a different name, but her name is Castor River on here and on Facebook. Right now showing up as John Luttrell, but that's who I call she's my best friend. And we are kindred spirits who met, like, the way we were meant to, and she helped inspire me to do what I'm doing. Like, I was already doing readings and stuff, but like going live or showing my face, I never showed my face on camera. It was always my hands. It was always like a overview of just my hands and the cards. That was it. And now I actually showed my face, and she inspired me to do that. So, and many other things too, right? My overall growth as a person, I can definitely attribute to her and her help. So, just saying, she's amazing at what she does. So, yeah, signs for Allie. She should look for. What are they saying to her? So, we got the Knight of Wands here. You do have Sagittarius in your chart. They're basically just saying, go towards what you're passionate about, right? Like, make sure that, I'm getting that you've been a hermit for a while. They want you to kind of get out of that a little bit and kind of go after new things, new ventures, right? Yeah, look at that. Ace of Wands. There's something that you want to work on. I'm getting, like, career. I'm getting that, you've been wanting to put in effort towards, like, your career opportunities, your business. And they're like, look, part of that is going to involve you actually physically moving, possibly. Also, again, moving towards the things that you're passionate about. No more, being around things or situations that make you feel stagnant. And, just making sure you feel inspired to move towards those things, right? Yeah, because this is something that could lead towards abundance. 10 of Pentacles is here. Like, if you want it bad enough and you go after it, it will come towards you. It's just about putting yourself out there and moving towards it is what I'm getting. That's it. One more. Because this is my girl, so I'll make sure I look out for her. But she would do it for me. Yeah. And getting out of situations that make you feel like you're in conflict and shit. There might be people in secret competition with you. Watch out for those motherfuckers. But yeah, ending conflict, knowing when to just, call a spade a spade. Throat chakra. Don't argue. See how that just happened? Throat chakra. Don't argue with people. You know what I mean? Like, some people are not worth the energy. You're putting too much energy in arguing with people and all that bullshit. Like, no, fuck them. They're not a part of the path anymore, of the journey. You met them for whatever season or reason, lesson that you needed to meet them for. And now it's time to move fucking on. Fuck them. Because they do not line up with where you are right now. And that's that. Yeah. Is this feeling of feeling left in the fucking dark and in the, left behind, feeling left out in the cold, abandonment problems, all that. Like, nah. Like, if anybody in your energy and presence makes you feel that way, they need to kick rocks with no shoes on. Like, as simple as that. As simple and as hard as that. Because sometimes it's harder than that, right? But yeah, celebrate your own victories. I'm also relying on friends who actually want the best for you. I'm also, however, getting that there might be people secretly around you in your energy and your presence who don't want the best for you. Be mindful of those fucking people too as you move on. It's definitely about moving forward, physically moving. I'm getting on the road. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. I just heard that. Decided to put it out there. But that's what they're saying. Like, it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. Balance yourself out. 7 people, 7 likes. It's giving me this energy of temperance. And you do have Sagittarius in your chart. Moving on, moving forward, finding a sense of peace and balance. Whatever is not helping you feel in alignment with that, the part of yourself, you gotta let that shit go. That's what I'm getting. So, I love you, and you always know that you could always, hit me up, text me, because we have each other's number. But I love your support, and you are the absolute best. So thank you so much. I'm always so thankful of those around me who continues to support me the way I support them, and they show up for me. That equal exchange. Always thankful of that. So I love you, girly. Let's see. Sammy was asking, how did I start my spiritual journey? My spiritual journey started actually a very long time ago, the very beginning stages, right? Make it really quick. So the very, very beginning of my spiritual journey was when I was like 18 years old in college the first time. I went to college twice. The first time when I took like world civilization and philosophy. I was very, very, very religious at that time. And all the stuff I was learning made me question everything that I thought I knew about my existence. And I was like, the fuck? I used to have arguments about this stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. It made me question everything I thought I knew. And then that's what I said, okay, I don't think I'm religious. I think I'm more spiritual than anything. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with being religious. I'm not knocking anybody for their beliefs. I'm just saying this is what happened for me. And over the years, I kept sticking to that. And then when I went through a very, very karmic, toxic relationship, abusive relationship, about 3 years ago, I turned towards not just spirituality, but tarot. And I would get readings done, and everything that one of my favorite readers, her name is Bhavani Diamond, she resonated with everything, and she helped me on my journey, and she was like the one who kind of like showed me, whoa, you have gifts yourself, girl. Did you know that? And I'm like, I didn't realize I did. Like, I honestly didn't know. A lot of times I just thought something was wrong with me, right? Air quotes. And then I realized, oh, I have gifts. I do. And now I do this, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, I caught onto tarot almost instantly. Once I picked up a deck, I picked up on it almost right away. And now I'm able to use my gifts, my experience, so on and so forth, to help other people. And that's why I do what I do. It's not for the money. It's because I actually want to help people. That's why I do free readings and things like that. You pay me. But like, I do it more so to help you get, through your different trials and tribulations, and grow. So, I'm going to move on to the next one. So, did I already? So I see Kevin here. Kevin was asking if their friend Ozier. A little confused about the question. Let me read that over. I'm sorry. Kevin. Oh, okay. I had to reread that question. I'm sorry. Okay. So your friend wants to know. It's not you. It's your friend wants to know. Ozera, I think is how it's pronounced. Um, in which year? Ooh, that's a little bit of a trickier question. Time frames I don't really work with too much. Um, what I'll do is this. I'll ask yes and no's for each year and then see what happens. But keep in mind, because time is so fluid, especially with something that serious, like we're talking about inheritances, things can happen and courts and like I don't really like those kind of answering those kind of questions because I don't have the how to put it. When we're talking about free will and things like that, let's put it like this: I'm not a future teller. If that's the type of reader that you're looking for, I'm not. That's not me. So like, I will work on your overall energy, right? Things that are happening around you already, versus this. So this is a little bit different. But I'm gonna pull and see what happens. But just take it lightly is what I'm trying to say because I'm not God. You know, like there's certain things like especially with time frame stuff. Like I personally don't like those type of readings in terms of delivering a message because even though a lot of times I'm right, I don't feel comfortable with them if that makes any sense. But I'm gonna still look. Right. So for Kevin, when it comes to his friend, um, Ozair, will they get their inheritance from their parents in 2024? Yes or no? No. Will they get their inheritance from their parents in 2025? Getting a no for that for both of them. So I don't know if this is gonna be like just a lot of no's. A lot of no's here. I'm getting that if it does happen, okay. So what's happening here? Like, are they gonna get an inheritance? Yes or no? They will. But I'm getting kind of like this energy of like it's gonna take time or something. Yeah, there now that there's yeses. It might not happen right away, is what I'm getting. I feel like there's some strategizing or planning that has to happen first in order for it to happen. I heard red tape, so there might be like these like things with like red tape that are going to kind of prolong things. It's going to happen, it's just not going to happen right away. And I know sometimes things can get caught up in the courts for a while, especially when there's like probate court and things like that. I heard probate, I don't know what's going on with the circumstances, but it might be something like that, probate court and stuff like that. That could take years depending on the circumstances. So I hope that helps. But I am getting that there will be inheritance. It's going to take some time. I don't see it happening right away. So hopefully that helps. Let's see. Some asked if I'm looking. Remember, guys, I'm answering as I go. So I'm like reading the questions and responses and stuff, and I see some asked if I was upset. No, I'm perfectly fine. But I will say this: I'm an empath. So as an empath, I pick up on the energy of people who I read for. So, like, for instance, let's say if I feel fine, but like, let's say if somebody's like upset or something, I might feel that energy or I might seem a little more fired up. If something seems a little more sad, it might, like, my energy might shift and change there. If I seem like really upbeat, it could be because it's a really happy reading. So on and so forth. I might feel like a great sense of like love and care or nurture. So, like, yeah, it's interesting how my mood can shift and change throughout readings. To answer that question, but yes, I'm perfectly fine. Um, doo, 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 doo. But yeah, for some, I already read for you. Kevin, I read for you. Mirjana is here. I hope you're still here. Wants to know, will the money owed come in this month? So we're still in September. I had to think about it. Still feel like we're in August for some reason. For some reason, sometimes, and other times I feel like we're in October, and I should eat and like eat a bunch of like, you know, pumpkin treats or drink a bunch of pumpkin lattes. It just depends on the day. And wear my UGG boots and some nice sweaters. Plenty to go around. All right, so Rajana wants to know if the money owed will come in this month. I'm getting no. Getting no, but let me just pull an actual card and just see. Clarify. Okay, this is why I don't like when more than one card comes out. Let me get, because we're getting like a split message here. And when it comes to the split message, I'm getting almost like, don't overthink it. Because it could happen, but when you start putting that negative thought into it and overthinking, obsessing about it, that's when things could shift and change. I'm getting something like that. But I'm going to pull again, just to make sure. Because I saw no's before, and then like yeses after. So it goes the nose reading. Itchy. Okay. I'm gonna just ask this. You can tell me in the comment section. Is this like about a friendship or something? Like, does somebody that like who's a friend or something like that owe you money? Let me know. If that's what it is, maybe that's why you're in your head about it, because like now you're questioning your friendship and stuff with this person. You're like, what the fuck? I thought I knew this person and they're not who I thought they were. So you might actually get it, but like you're also in your head about like maybe your relationship with this person. That could be why like that energy was feeling like a no initially. I'm getting something like that. Let me know in the comment section. So there's a good likability, let's put it that way, that you might get the money that's owed to you. And if it's like a friendship or something, or like somebody really really close to you, and that's why this is like all in your head, just don't overthink it. You know what I mean? Because remember, your thoughts can manifest. So if you're overthinking and you're in a negative headspace, then guess what? Negative outcomes could also happen, right? So just be mindful of that. Let's ready for you already. And I love you, Allie. My girl Lati is here. Always happy about that. I know, the cards are funny like that. That is hilarious, isn't it? Aw, hi Chelsea. Thank you. I appreciate you. I believe that too, Aya, about having innate gifts. Definitely. So confirmation from Aya that like that inheritance might take some time. My girl Lati, yeah. Love y'all. Hi, Noble. Okay, so Noble is asking, should she? Yeah, that's a woman. Should she give up on Jerry when it comes to being a potential boyfriend? Getting mixed answer here. I'm getting that you might need to do that.
I feel like this person causes you a lot, and let me explain what I'm seeing here, because I don't just do yes or no's. I always read on the energy, right? So the card that came out is technically a yes card, but it says Ace of Cups. Like does that make sense in the context of the question? No, right? It's a contradiction. They're saying that they're your new beginning. If I were to read it that way, so no, like they're not your new beginning. They cause you nothing but fucking strife, right? This is not a person that you want to deal with. They're basically saying it's time to jump ship, move on. Knight of Wands, move on, because you know that this is what you need to do. Like I feel like intuitively you already know this, and there are new opportunities coming towards you. Keyword new opportunities coming towards you. So I'm getting that this person, yeah, I'm not picking up on this being a good energy. I feel like you know that it just isn't what it's cracked up to be, and it doesn't feel good to you. Um, so it's time for something new. It's time to move on. Um, but of course, you have free will here, right? So like, do you want to prolong the inevitable, or do you want to go towards something new? And move on towards your happiness, towards your abundance, right? Let go of the burdens that have been holding you back. It's time to let go and release. That's what I'm getting here. So yeah, do what's best for you, right? If it feels right in your soul, right, do what's best for you. So I'm getting that. So I hope that's helpful. Um, Chelsea, is spirit protecting Chelsea's physical health? Yes. I mean, I would say yes automatically, but like I'm getting yes. However, you need to make more conscious decisions about how that looks, right? So let's say if you're still making decisions that are not good for your overall health, you have to make a conscious decision, because technically the Fool came out. That's a maybe card. So it's like you have to make decisions and steps towards your higher self. And that's when you're going to see some changes. You have to be, it's an equal exchange, right? It's give and take. So if you cannot expect for the universe or God or your spirit guides, whatever, doesn't matter what you call it, but you can't expect them to help you on your journey if you're not putting in the work. Hope that makes sense. So like put in the work, right? Make sure that you're, there we go. Like I feel like in the past, like you've made some decisions that were not like the best. We all have. I can say the same. Whether it's eating habits or whatever, not working out, whatever the case, you take it, as it makes sense to you. Um, so now's the time to make those conscious decisions, right? And do what's best for you. Leaving behind the past and no longer, yeah, leaving behind the past. Yeah, no more wishy-washiness. And this could be in different ways too. It could also be about like, you know, spiritual health too, not just physical. You're asking about physical, but it could be about your spiritual health too. There might be people or energies around you that, come in very enticing. They make you feel like, oh yeah, I want them around. But excuse me, I want them around, so on and so forth. And then like, but everything is showing you this is not a person that's meant to be there, and you're not listening. So I'm getting something like that. Pay attention, right? How do you feel around certain things or people, food even, right? You might have an allergy. That's very specific. Like you might even have an allergy to something, and you're telling yourself, "Oh no, it's fine." Just started closing up. I have my asthma pump right here, just in case. But yeah, like you might be experiencing like an adverse effects when it comes to certain things around you, whether it's food, people, her environmental factors. It's weird for me to say. I never would say that on my own. Environmental factors. So pay attention. My throat keeps closing up. So there might be something going on physically with you right now, and you know there's something off, and you have to pay attention. Okay, so just listen to that. Hope that makes sense. Hi, Princess Shy. How are you? Let me see. My birthday. For Princess Shy, will Lucky see her on her birthday. Here's most accurate message. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. When I happen to read for you, let me know if it's resonating. All those things help me connect with you. Okay, so I'm getting a yes, possibly, on the bottom of the deck, but let's just pull an actual card and see what happens. Yeah, let's see. For Princess Shy. Ooh, I'm getting a yes. And not only am I getting a yes, but like, okay, I will say this, there's a precaution here. I feel like they might try to spend okay, thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Okay, I feel like you're going to see them. However, they might have certain intentions, and you have to be, discerning about these intentions, and that is confirmed with this Ace of Swords, as I was about to say it. They are going to come in showing off, like, oh yeah, I got you, I'm going to pay for this, I'm going to pay for that. They might pay for a hotel room or some shit like that. I'm getting something along those lines. And they don't want me to tell you this because my throat is closing up. And the thing is, they want to, okay. For those of you who know how I read, gonna put it out there, they want to fuck the shit out of you. Okay? If this is somebody who you like, it's an ex or something like that, they want to fuck the shit out of you. And if you let them, they gonna give it to you fucking good. But you gotta be mindful. Because the thing is, I feel like you've been working on yourself, and because the Hermit is on the top of the deck, like you've been working on yourself, and it's like this person might come into your energy causing you anxiety and shit like that, making you feel, there's like trails here, or this could have been like past energy even, like this is maybe at one point, like that's how it was, like this energy of feeling like that's all they want, or that's how they presented themselves. And now it's like, this person, they're gonna come in acting like, oh yeah, I want this, I want that, to get what they want. And now you have to use your discernment here and say, okay, well, is it worth it? You know what I mean? If you just want to get laid, I mean, hey, that's your doing. Like you can do that. You're a grown-ass adult, do what you want. But at the same time, if you want something more, of substance than that, you might want to be mindful of, I ain't trying to be funny. I know I wouldn't even normally put this out there. Go ahead, get your drinks, and then be like, okay, well, I want to go home. Take your own car or get an Uber, whatever you gotta do. Don't let them pick you up, because it's probably gonna go down, right? You gotta clank on that. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, just be mindful, right? Yeah, so I don't even know if that person was there when I was speaking on that. But I'm getting tired, so I think I'm about to be done. I think I read for everybody who was supposed to read for. Nobody paid for any readings, right? Oh, you were still there. Okay. Did that make sense though, Princess? Did that make sense? Yeah. Let me know. Like I said, just be careful, right? Be mindful of people's intentions. That's what I was picking up on mostly. Because girl. I definitely understand how that goes when it's good, and there's the temptations, especially like for a holiday or something, birthdays. It's like, and they're telling you, oh, let me take you out, let me pay for your drinks, and it's like, oh, okay, they get you a little liquored up, and then you're doing stuff that you're like, oh fuck, I told myself I wasn't gonna do that. Like I said, been there, done that. So just, of course, be mindful. But if nobody else has any questions, I think I'm going to sign off, because I do need to, I keep forgetting how my Fitbit on. It's a good time. Yeah. So if nobody else is here, love you too, Aya. Yeah, I don't think anybody else has any questions, right? How to relieve parents' grief. Oh, wow. You're going deep now. We're talking shadow work type stuff. in psychology. And of course, I love you. I told you guys before, but make sure you subscribe to Aya Inspired Tarot, Castor River, Tears and Complete Tarot Show. Those are some of the folks that I absolutely love who've popped in. They are part of my soul tribe, so I would strongly suggest going and looking into their channels as well, or getting readings by them, because they're great at what they do. You will not regret it. I can tell you that right now. But yeah. So, how to relieve parents' grief? Again, that's a very loaded question. That might be the last thing I leave off with. Grief in general is about acceptance. When you understand the importance of acceptance about something, so okay, using an example, right? Because you were asking about parents in particular. Let's say, because grief could be in different forms, right? Grief could even be like about a living person. So let's use an example of somebody who, like, maybe they have a kid that's on drugs. I'm just going to use this as an example. An addict, right? Very specific, but something told me to talk about this. You have to accept who they are. You have to accept your role that you've played in their life, right? Their choices are their choices. Your choices were your choices. You could have been a stellar parent doing what you need to do as a parent. Doesn't mean that your kid's going to come out reaching those that potential. Happens all the time, right? And then parents blame themselves and say, oh, well, I did something wrong. That's not always the case, right? People have their own temperament and their own ways of doing things, their own internal compass, right? Their own battles, right? So with that said, putting that out there, are you a bad parent because your kid gets on drugs? Not necessarily. I mean, depends on the circumstances, of course, but it's about acceptance, accepting yourself, your flaws, and your child's flaws, right? Or if it's, the roles were reversed, maybe your parent is one grieving you in some kind of way. But grieving in general is about acceptance, and then being able to move forward in the sense of saying, okay, well, I've grieved the process, I've accepted. Now it's about being able to move forward and say, okay, well, I'm not going to let the past hold me back anymore. How do I become a newer version and better version of myself? So whether you're the kid, the parent, doesn't matter. Like, it's something that needs to be done and has to happen. Making amends in some cases is helpful depending on the circumstances, right? Whether you're the person who needs to have somebody, make amends with you, or vice versa. But that's why acceptance is important, because sometimes people are not going to make amends with you, right? Whether you're the parent or the kid, doesn't matter. That doesn't always happen. In an ideal world, you hope it does, but it doesn't always happen like that. So it's like being able to understand the importance of where you have to take responsibility for something, coming out and saying, okay, well, this is my tidbit about this situation. I apologize for this. I would like your forgiveness. And then again, if they do not accept your forgiveness, right? Whether you're the kid or the parent, doesn't matter. That's okay. Acceptance, right? And then growth is the next part. Being able to say, okay, so whether this person accepts my apology or not, or vice versa, now it's time to grow. Whether it's in the sense of being able to accept the fact that I have to move on from this situation, this person, or growing in the sense of, if you realize that you might have had some things that you have to take accountability for, saying that I'm going to grow as a person, and saying that, okay, this is a time for me now to be able to focus on my overall ascension. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I hope that helps some, because the thing is, you're asking questions that can help a lot of people. That's the only reason why I'm asking these questions, or answering these questions rather, because you're not asking like yes or no's, but you're asking more about like things that are very general, and I feel like these are things that can help a lot of people. So yeah, let me just see if anybody else had any questions. And hopefully that made sense and it was helpful. I'm just using my counselor hat from when I went to school. You like the video? Hi, I liked the video. Does H want to be his girlfriend? Okay, so I think this is the last question for real for this time. So you're welcome, Sloan. So Favor asks if H wants to be their girlfriend. Clear yes or no. And I think this is going to be the last one. I might leave you guys with like a last message of like inspiration or something to officially close out. Getting a yes, possibly. Yes, I thank you for agreeing with me on that. Like, being able to forgive people, even if they don't even like seek your forgiveness. That's a huge flex, and forgiving yourself too, big one. That's why I kind of forgot that. But yeah, we do have the Emperor here. So getting yes, I'm also getting that they look at you as somebody who's very stable, very you're a leader. You have your shit going on for you, and that is a turn on to this person possibly. But let's just see what comes out as an actual like answer. Okay, so I do feel like it's okay. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. It's a yes. However, I read the messages intuitively. We have no, right? The thing is this person is going through something. They're going through some type of healing still. I don't know if it's like a past relationship type of thing or what. I'm not sure. This person is going through something though. But the thing is, like they want this. They want 10 of Pentacles. They want the sense of stability with you. They see it with you, but slow and steady, right? Knight of Pentacles. They're taking their time. They're not trying to rush the process. Yeah, they want stability. They want something real. They might even be a twin flame for you, possibly, or a soulmate with this Four of Wands here. So the thing is, they want more than just a girlfriend. But at the same time, they're trying to take their time because I think they're still healing from something from the past. They're doing some inner work right now. So I will say this. While they might possibly want you to be their girlfriend, and they want something pretty serious here on top of all that, I'm also getting that it's not your duty to wait on this person to figure out what the hell they have to do because they are in this mode, right? They're in hermit. So their energy is going to be very mixed up. 1 minute it's going to seem like they want something super serious, and then the next minute you're going to be confused. Like, okay, so what the fuck do you want? Like, do you want this or not? Like, stop playing with me. Like, you're going to start feeling like that. It's going to make you feel agitated, and you're going to be like, come on. Like, what the fuck do you want? And it's because they're going through hermit. They're trying to figure shit out. So they're going to take their time with you. Now, it's up to you to decide, do you feel like this person is worth the effort and waiting? Or do you want to go towards people who actually know what they want at this time? Difference, right? So that's up to you. However, yes, they do want to end up being in a committed relationship and all of that. More than just girlfriend, though. Deeper than that. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I'm about to get a sign off, I think. Exactly. All right, lovies. So I think I'm done. 58 as I said that. Yeah, I'm about to eat dinner. I'm fucking starving. I only ate once today, so yeah, I'm pretty hungry. And I haven't really been feeling all that great today, so now I have to like satiate myself and my body, my vessel, so I can go back to work tomorrow because I took today off. But yeah, so with all that said, for those of you who, if you didn't do so already, you did have a reading, definitely hit that like button, the subscribe button, all those things that help, me build this channel, the notification bell as well, so that way you know when I go on, because I'm going to be doing this a lot more frequently, Now that I've been kind of having a little bit more energy to do so, more motivation. So keep me motivated, right? Keep me going. Keep the momentum and this pace going. You guys are fucking awesome. So with all that said, thank you for trusting me with your energy too, especially on a live reading, right? That could be a little bit, daunting, right? A little bit of a task where it's like, should I? Should 59 when I said that. Now we're on the hour mark. Yeah, it's a little scary, to put yourself out there like that. So I appreciate you guys for trusting me. So with all that said, I hope that the readings did resonate. The messages resonated with you guys. And until next time, love you and have a good night. Or bye. Good night, guys.